In some ways, it's been a difficult year since the PTR Commission's last joint meeting with City Council. The community voted down Measure L and dissolved the Deer Hill Development Agreement. The dissolution of the agreement means the community will not acquire the over 11 acres of new parkland north of Highway 24. The city will not be adding a much-needed multi-sport field. Will not be opening a new playground. And will not develop its very first dog park. Additionally, concerns raised by the opponents of the Lee Creekside Park Amended Master Plan project caused further delay and additional cost, as the city is now performing additional studies to find out the impacts of adding play equipment and ADA improvements to the park at the corner of 4th Street and Moraga Boulevard. The environmental impact report that was primarily focused on the impacts of the sounds of children playing in relation to the city's noise ordinance will now also include a biological resource assessment and other minor amendments to the initial study. The environmental studies are currently being conducted, and the focused environmental impact report should be brought to the Planning Commission in fiscal year 2018-19. The loss of the Deer Hill Community Park and the delay of the Lee Creekside Park Amended Master Plan project are unfortunate. But the Commission is hopeful for park projects moving forward, and together they spent much of their year carefully developing a 5-year capital improvement plan for the park facility funds that are collected as development occurs in the city. This plan will help guide the Commission's recommendations to Council moving forward. The list of CIP projects includes the weatherization of the Roar entrance to the community park, a renovation of the Lafayette Community Center restrooms, renovation of the Community Center playground, a community park nature trail to the Buckeye Grove, a walkable trail to Buckeye Fields, if approved, development of the Lee Creekside Park play structure and ADA path, improvements to existing field facilities at Lafayette Community Park and Buckeye Fields, the development of the Rose Lane Trail, of which final easements were acquired this last year thanks to the subcommittee working together with the Planning Department and the property owners. And a much-needed renovation of the Brook Street Park Playground, a project of which the Parks Subcommittee has selected equipment for and will be presenting their proposed structure to the community at their upcoming PTR meeting. The dissolution of the Deer Hill Development Agreement may have meant the loss of Deer Hill Community Park, but it did make available $3 million in parkland acquisition funds that is expected to grow to upwards of $6 million over the next 5 years. The Commission is currently researching parkland acquisition opportunities in the community, including looking at other opportunities to provide recreational field space, increasing field space with the use of synthetic turf and lights, and they are looking to find opportunities for off-leash dog activities. Beyond their work to maintain, inspect, and renovate Lafayette Trails, the Lafayette Trail Subcommittee has been working on an update to the Trails Master Plan and expects to bring it forward in fiscal year 2018-19. The City of Lafayette currently maintains 9 miles of trail, many of which serve as valuable connectors to trails maintained by other entities. East Bay Regional Park District trail connections include connections to the Lafayette Moraga Trail, Brioni's Open Space, and Alkalani's Ridge. East Bay Mud Trail connectors provide access to the recreational trails at the Lafayette Reservoir. And the La Miranda Loop provides a bicycle loop that connects all 3 cities. The current Trails Master Plan that was adopted in 2006 captures many great opportunities, but the Trails Subcommittee has identified several other trail opportunities that will lead to better connectivity for many Lafayette neighborhoods and an overall better Lafayette trail system. The community center is alive with action, as the public is enjoying recent improvements, including new flooring in 3 rooms, a facelift to the arts and crafts room, and new mats in the kinder gym. This year, the community center maintenance staff worked with the community center native plant gardener to develop a tree maintenance plan and inventory. Every tree was tagged, and staff is actively tracking maintenance. Special events continue to be a hit with the community. The Santa's Bag Boutique and Bunny Brunch, sponsored by the Lafayette Community Center Foundation, once again brought hundreds to the community center and raised funds to support the facility. The Lafayette summer shows are always well attended, and the Father-Daughter Dance and Youth Commission events continue to sell out. The Parks, Trails, and Recreation Department is now offering enrichment programs at all 4 elementary school sites. The recreation programs continue to sustain themselves on revenue generated from participants. This could not be done without the hard work of staff, volunteers, and a dedicated commission. The community is currently experiencing an increase in the number of families with 2 working parents. Demand for childcare is higher than ever. The on-site care programs at each elementary school were full with waitlists, and parents were in need of a new option. Recreation staff responded by working with the school district and the La Miranda School Bus program to develop the After School Awesome program at the community center that utilized an existing bus route from Burton Valley Elementary School. The new program is a valuable service to the community and will generate over $100,000 in new revenue for the recreation program budget. Sure, there were some bumps in the road for fiscal year 2017-18, but the PTR Commission and the Lafayette Community Center Foundation are dedicated to working with the community to improve parks, trails, and recreation opportunities. The groups are proud of their work as volunteers and are hopeful for the future of parks, trails, and recreation.